Vista Bike Park, 2010 U.S. National Champs. I was off the bike for 8 weeks prior due to a knee surgery. My first weekend back on the bike, and it was the National Champs. I was nervous, excited, but ready to race. I was anxious to get back on the bike, but what I was more anxious about was the following weekend, which was going to be my first World Cup ever in Champery, Switzerland. I flew from Denver, Colorado to Champery by myself. No parent supervision, no teammates, no nothing. All by myself, just me, my bike, and my suitcase. I got into the airport in Zurich and was required by myself to take a train to Champery, Switzerland. Now, it just wasn't one train, it was 3 different trains, and lugging all these bags around was no easy task. The next day we did a course walk and got to check out the whole entire track and everything about it. We hung out a little bit and got to see the town of Champery. That night I went to bed not knowing what I would endure the next day. I woke up the next day. I dropped in on the track. It was nothing like I'd ever experienced. It was steep, it was scary, and it had big jumps, but it was awesome. All I can remember is that my bike was going straight towards the ground with me on it at a bad angle, head first. Because I'm American, talk to me in English. They're like, you've had a bad crash, you've hit the ground and you were unconscious, we had to pull you off the track, and he was telling me the medics were on the way. I was losing consciousness, and next thing I knew, the medics were strapping me to a board and hooking up all sorts of straps on me. They were telling me it was going to be okay in the best English they could. All of a sudden, I see them hook a rope to me. I hear a chopper off in the air. All of a sudden, I feel myself being lifted off the ground with one of the medics right next to me. I start to lose consciousness. I don't know what's going on. Next thing after that, I know I'm being lowered into a field. I'm only in the field for a moment, and I get picked up and pulled inside the chopper. I lose consciousness again. I wake up in a hospital. They're rushing me through the doors on a hospital bed as fast as they can, screaming, get out of the way, get out of the way. They get me to a hospital room, and they start to tell me how I am unstable and that I'm bleeding out from my abdomen and that they can't take care of me here. I go on another helicopter. I move to another hospital. They tell me that everything's going to be okay, but I've lost a lot of blood and it's all inside my body. Fast forward, August 2011, World Cup Finals, Champery, Switzerland. I had spent the entire season after training just to be able to go back to the course that destroyed me. I wanted to conquer it, I wanted to win it, I wanted to beat it. I had made the US junior team, my first world champs. I get to the bottom, they tell me I'm in second. I get to sit in the hot seat for a while. However, my run was not fast enough to stay in second, so I got bumped out of the hot seat pretty quick. But I did it. I made the run. I did it. I conquered my fears, and I was so happy. With God, all things are possible.